Meanwhile, Deputy Minister of Rural Development and Land Reform, Candith Mashego-Dlamini, together with the KwaZulu-Natal MEC of Agriculture and Rural Development, Themba Mthembu, will officially hand over the St. Paul Farmer Production Support Unit to communal livestock farmers. Now, this unit is the first form of livestock AgriPark in the province with an advanced infrastructure investment. To tell us a little bit more about this, I'm now joined by Dr. Xolile Ngetu, who is the Senior Programs Manager of the Agricultural Marketing Council. Thanks so much for joining us on the program. If I could just start by saying that rural farmers have complained about the cost of cattle feed and expensive immunization of their livestock. What's government going to do about this?
Afternoon, Peter. Afternoon, the viewers. As you have elaborated, Peter, the government finds itself in a corner to mitigate the situation. As you've already summarized, especially for the rural farmers, there are attempts to make sure that there are mitigation programs that make sure that farmers do not keep their animals until they are old, because they also contribute largely in depleting the already depleted grazing environment. That's why we're talking about the handover of the St. Paul FPSU to the farmers tomorrow.
Oh, well, tell us a little bit more then about this launch of the St. Paul Farmer Production Support Unit. How is it going to actually assist these rural farmers?
Yes, Peter. It's actually a feedlot. For starters, it's a 500 capacity feedlot that is mainly geared to assist farmers within the Herikwala district municipality, which is made up of 4 local municipalities: Ubusebezwe, Mthembu, Dr. Nkosazana Zuma local municipality, and the Greater Kokstad local municipality. In essence, it's supporting farmers from the villages. And as a feedlot, it's mainly encouraging farmers to sell winners by feeding them into the feedlot so that they take them to the highest end of the market as part of the value chain.
So what kind of an impact do you hope this will have? How much have you put away to support this unit?
In terms of investment on its own, 6 million rands was budgeted to build the facility, though there was some change which will put some additions. But on top of it, we are coming up with programs that will augment the production of hay and fodder and maize. Hence, we call the facility a farm production support unit, because it's supposed to be a one-stop center. And not only that, it will help farmers that bring the animals. Through its involvement, it's also supposed to improve the local farming conditions at ground level, because if we don't do that, then we might even deplete the stock of animals that come into the feedlot in the long end.
All right, so our farmers dealing with so much cattle feed, drought, and now this spread of foot and mouth disease. Is there any immunization being provided for livestock?
Especially when it comes to foot and mouth immunization, only the areas that are affected must be immunized, because as a notifiable disease, once you come with a comprehensive immunization program, you would actually be depleting the value and the status of your FMND free status countrywide. So when we had that outbreak as a country, government ably concentrated on those areas where there was an outbreak, and also even then, what was noticed was that because the outbreak was in the non-traditional FMND zone, it means that there might have been animals that moved into the free zone in this case. So it's more about deploying early warning systems and also ensuring that there are vigilant systems which must have the farmers as part and parcel of the program.
All right, so for ordinary citizens like me, when I see that part of this planting is reduced and the farmers are struggling with cattle feed and so on and so forth, I get a sense that what that's going to mean is when I go looking for maize meal in the shops, the prices might be high. Is this what we might be looking at?
You're very right on that one, Peter. If you look at the laws of demand and supply, once the supply is fast stripped by the demand, definitely the prices will go up. So in cases where the country was struggling to produce, we are likely to import. And then, with the import tariffs and the increased costs of the vessels, the strength of the rand, issues like those can have direct implications on the actual food basket we as ordinary citizens need.
All right, so we're going to have to leave it there, but we'll certainly have to keep an eye on that particular story. But we look forward to these continued interventions that you're putting in. That was Dr. Xolile Ngetu, who's the CEO of the Agricultural Marketing Council.